Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, August 19th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I am responsible for how I love myself. All right, so some interesting energies we have moving through. Today we have the Sun and Chiron connecting. And this is a trine, so this is a happy, supportive connection, but, some of them, I don't want to call, well, blah, blah, blah. So there's that. Let's move on. I feel like all the planets are supportive, but some bring us more challenges, right? And Chiron makes us face our wounding, and so in that way, Chiron can be a challenging asteroid. So anytime we have a connection with them, it's Pluto, Saturn, Uranus, like these planets make us move, they make us groove, they make us do the work, right? So anytime we have a connection, even if it's a happy, supportive connection, there is some work to be done. When I pulled the cards today, though, this was at the top of the cards, the completion card, and I saw a quote recently that said something like, you have to stop thinking about yourself as if you're like something broken, like a broken vase or something like that, and instead think of yourself as like an infinite puzzle, like a puzzle that you're never going to complete, that you just keep finding pieces of, like, oh, and that quote stuck in my head to utilize when this card came up, and I was like looking at this Sun Chiron connection and this card, and that quote came rushing up through my head. I wish I could remember who said it, but it just felt so potent in these energies. With Chiron and Aries, we are uncovering, discovering, recovering pieces of ourself. And by recovering, I mean recovery, not covering up parts of ourself. And so with this energy, hopefully the Sun in Leo is shining the love, shining that beautiful heart, joyful energy on pieces of yourself that are ready to step forward and be seen. Now, like I mentioned in yesterday's scope, yes, Leo and Aries energy, especially together, can bring up our ego. And if you find yourself in an ego flare, which can happen, there may be a part of yourself that's being protected, that maybe was damaged, was wounded, wasn't seen correctly, was projected upon, that needs another chance to breathe the air. And so in this connection, in this supportive connection, we have an opportunity to shine a light on these deeper parts of ourselves. That being said, anytime Chiron is here, there can be some emotional energies, emotional wounds that have to come up for you. It's always interesting to see where this appears in your chart. It's always good to look from your ascendant and also from your sun sign. And I will tell you, for me as a Sagittarius, having all these energies in Aries, that is the 5th house for Sagittarius, it has been a lot of inner child stuff. And it's shocking when these little pieces come up and like, oh, there's that part of the wound from my inner child. So it's just really good to be aware of that energy, to help support yourself through these transits. Now, the astro energies are also supporting emotional processing, as we have the moon in Cancer. Moon, dark of the moon in Cancer, feeling the feels. And we start the day early in the morning, late at night, depending where you live, with the moon in Cancer connecting to Mars. So if you are up really late or you're up really early, you might experience this. But I can't tell you how many times I've also woke myself up crying and processing in dream time. And so you may have a dream time process. It might be a little aggro. It might be a little emotional. You might miss it completely, but just be aware that Moon-Mars square can be a little tense, and Mars is holding on to balance for dear life, being in the sign of Libra, and this pull from the moon, the pull from the dark of the moon, can definitely throw off the balance. And so just be aware of that. While many of us will probably sleep through it, ideally, that energy is still there. We also have the moon connecting to Jupiter in the sign of Cancer, which is also amplifying the feels. And we are feeling humans, and there is a lot of stuff to feel about going on in the world. So be aware. Again, you may have some waves of feeling coming up, moving through, moving through as you're going through your life. On the horizon, it's going to be a new way of looking to what's coming in. We do have a new moon coming in on Friday with the sun moving into Virgo. So we're in this dark of the moon, and it really is a place where I'm imagining like bubbles coming up in mud where things surface that need to be processed. So again, your awareness is needed. And just be aware of the pieces that are showing up for you. Card-wise, besides this, we have the slowing down card. We still have really strong air energies. Oh, what is today? Is today the day? It's getting close. I think it's tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow that Pluto will reach 1 degree Aquarius. And I think it's going to be late Wednesday. And connect with Uranus. Even though it's not going to be the exact, they're still going to be close, and it's just going to up the ante of the change energies. And these change energies, I'm just seeing them happening all over. Right now, the big thing for me is my friend's restaurant that I've worked at for the last 3 years, for at least 2 days a week, is closing, and I am feeling the feels about it. There's a lot of grief around and fear, because it's definitely been supportive. My computer flashes and a different friend calls. Speaking of fear, we have creator energy, and this definitely connects with this sun. We're in the last few days of sun in Leo. Where can you be that big, beautiful presence, warmth presence, magnanimous energy? I find Leo can definitely bring that energy. So we have creator energy helping support us through all this. Oh, what on earth? Things popping up on my screen. I hope this recording works. Harmony. We have Harmony card. Trying to find our way into balance through these energies, through the feels, as we find these wounds, as we bring up pieces of ourselves, finding that emotional harmonious place. We do have the receptivity card in reverse, and so there might be some things we're just not ready for, and it's okay. Like if some of the wounding comes up and you're like, oh my god, I don't even know what to do with it. It's okay. Put it to the side. You don't have to deal with it yet. It might be better to talk through with somebody. Part of my gifts, part of my work. Reach out. I'm happy to work with you. Speaking of wounding, so the card we have today is You Are Wanted, and it says there's a home waiting within. And this feels like another one that I want to post. It talks about the abandonment wound, and there's a wound that goes hand in hand with the abandonment wound, the chosen wound. Feeling chosen or not feeling chosen can be hand in hand with this, and I have done a lot of work around that for myself. And one of the things that the conclusion I always come to is that I have been chosen by the universe, and that's why I'm here. And the same for you. You have been chosen by the universe, and that's why you're here. But I'm going to post this because I think that this is a very tender wound, and I feel like this is a great exercise for any and all of us to do. And again, especially in this Sun Chiron. Hopefully I'll remember to post it a little earlier. I forgot and posted a little later with the other one, but it got posted. So go look for the other card too if you're interested. I'm going to leave that there for today. Eclipse readings are available. Email me for that or any other readings. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And may your guiding light be strong, and know that you can trust the process. Namaste.